Nobody is about to convince me that the one to the right, the one that had poop when she was fighting, nobody is about to convince me that she is anybody's stripper. I call cap. I call cap. You not about to tell me that this chick right here is anybody's stripper. I don't believe you. To be honest, I'm kind of sad that Anya went home. But anyways, yeah. Okay, I fast forwarded. Y'all already know. Maybe I missed something. I don't know what happened between these two, but from the looks of it, it looks like the little blue outfit girl looks like she's picking a fight with her crusty wig. I can see in the near future a lot of the other girls trying. The bigger one, we just gonna call her Doodoo. I could see her. I could see the rest of the girls trying Doodoo because, you know, as we all know, growing up, you lose some, you win some, you live to fight another day. But, you know, I could see them trying her because at this point, she got beat. Like, she didn't just lose, she got beat. You know what I'm saying? So, people gonna try their hand with her because they think shit's sweet with her. You know, I mean, that's just life, unfortunately. She gonna have to redeem herself. Otherwise, it's gonna be a lot of this in the near future. Y'all, so I'm at my night job right now, right? So I was talking to maintenance about the bathroom on the first floor. Excuse me. I just drunk a Mountain Dew. So he was just standing there looking at me like, you know, and he usually don't look at me like that. So he was just standing there looking at me like, y'all, so I went in the bathroom, right? And I said, wait a minute, something on my nose. Right? So I said, you know, my right nostril, y'all, it was a booger. It was a booger the whole time. See, I had picked my nose like 2 hours ago, maybe. And you know how you be digging in your nose and you think you about to get it out, but somehow it just went somewhere, like, so you go to the other nostril, you thinking, well, maybe it went to this side. I couldn't find it. I was just sitting here. So once I saw him, I was trying to, you know, tell him about the bathroom. Y'all, the whole time it's right on my nose. That's probably why he was looking at me like that. Anyway. I know he would talk about that shit. Anyway. Lady in the office had a big booger in her nose. Anyway, so look. So in this scene right here, I don't like her. I feel like they trying to play Teniki. I think that's her name. We're just gonna call her 10. I think they trying to play her because, no, we're gonna call her Doodoo Brown. Doodoo Brown. I think they trying to play Doodoo Brown because they know she ain't really working with nothing. And if you notice how she acted in this scene right here where they was all in the kitchen, it's totally different than how she came in the house. I think that whooping that old girl laid upon her, I think that humbled her a little bit. So now she like bringing it down a couple of notches. If you notice, even when the other girl was giving her lots of attitude, she was still keeping her attitude at bay. So, you know, I think, and another thing, y'all got to be careful getting on these TV shows, getting y'all ass whooped when y'all got little preteens and teenagers at home. Because one thing my good Judy told me about her best friend, you know, which I don't get jealous. I know a lot of people say, do you get jealous your good Judy has a best friend? No, because she knew her long before she knew me. I told y'all my good Judy is older than me. Not just by a couple of years. She's damn near like over a decade older than me. So, you know, they knew each other before I was even born. But anyway, her best friend got her ass handed to her at one point, and it made World Star. And as we all know, I don't think World Star still goes on, but as we all know, growing up back in my day, I don't know about anybody else, World Star was pretty popular back in like middle school, high school time. So she got her ass handed to her, and it was recorded. It's on World Star. So, you know, that being her mama, she knew, you know, that was her mama that got her ass whooped like that. So from that point on, anytime they would get in an argument, her daughter would throw in her face, That's why you got your ass whooped. You know, it's not funny, but y'all gotta be careful. You know, these TV shows getting y'all asses handed to y'all because sometimes they can make y'all kids lose respect for y'all. Because think about it, you know, one thing Armand said that was true when he was talking about Tommy losing that fight against Natalie. You know, your kids can bring up in your face, hey, you can come and whoop on me, but you can't whoop the bitches in the street. You know, this is a day of social media and TV and everything else. You know, kids can go to school like her daughter. Her daughter went to school getting picked on about that fight. Her mama getting her ass whooped. So you got to think about it. Imagine telling somebody at school, I'm going to bring my mama up here, and they say that bitch can't fight, you know. So you got to be careful getting y'all ass. I ain't saying you got to be undefeated, the heavyweight champ. But just be careful, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not like how it was back in the day. When back in my day, well, I went to an alternative school in middle school, so we didn't really have phones. They had phones, but you better not let them see it, or they're gonna take that shit, and they not gonna give it back to you at the end of the day. You'll get it back at the end of the school year. And our parents signed a disclosure that, you know, it's nothing that they can do. The school can't take it and give it back when they want to, if they want to. But, and even in high school, I ended up going to alternative school, so the same policy applied. More of the story, it's not like it was back in the day when I was growing up, where if you lost a fight, you could say, no, I didn't. Even if people said you did, you could say, no, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? So you win some, you lose some, but this is a different day and age. You know, ain't nothing like a recording where, you know, you lost. People can see it, you can't deny it. People have eyes, and they can make their own opinion. If you lost, you lost. So just be careful, because sometimes people can't live stuff like that down. All right, especially if you are a guy, be careful, because it's a lot of men that can't take an ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful, 10, and just, you know, you said yourself, you got a 13-year-old. Be careful getting up here, keep getting your ass handed to you, because especially if she's like good with phones, and if I would think she knows you're coming up here. And even I haven't got to the part yet in this episode. Y'all know I got a speech impediment. I haven't gotten to the part yet in this episode where I read in the comments where they said she got jumped. But long before that, you still got your ass whooped by that other girl, and you can't even say they jumped you. At least with the Bitlet situation, they were saying that she got jumped in a whole nother video that I did not see. But that still doesn't negate the fact she had a lot of people coming at her. That fight with you and the girl that looked like she kind of drugged out, the one that you had shitted on yourself, which she looked like she kind of old and drugged out. You were talking big dog shit. You went upstairs and you still got your ass whooped. So you can't even say, oh, I got jumped. You just lost. You lost fair and square. You know, and if anything, you were more aggressive than she was, and you still lost. So I keep telling y'all, don't be doing too much before y'all fight, because you will get tired. I can say that from experience. Okay, it seemed like to me, when I started just letting people talk and just letting them say whatever they want to say, that's when it seemed like I had a little more energy to spare. Anyway, but yeah, let's get back to the episode. Okay, so in this scene right here, Wes, you won the fight physically, but to be honest, the way you were acting, it's like, how can I say this? When Jessica, I almost called her Jess, but anyway, y'all know who I'm talking about. When Jess had said, I don't know if they messing around or whatever, it was given that, because why are you that mad the next bitch don't speak to you? It was given that you got, you know, you feel some type of way about that. You low-key, for a second, I thought you was about to go in the corner and cry, because you was so upset this girl did not speak to you. To be honest, it came across as you just wanted to pick with her because you already knew she didn't have no hands. You knew by the fight with the girl that looked kind of drugged out, you knew that she wasn't really working with nothing. So I wouldn't be surprised if you low-key didn't like this bitch the whole time. But I'm gonna tell you what I think it is, right? The dynamic between Taniki and the other girl, we're just gonna call her Druggy because she looked like she drugged out and I don't know her name. The dynamic between Taniki and drugged out, they said they was friends at one point. So I'm gonna tell you what it was. Sometimes when you have two alpha females, let's say like you come, okay, I give an example. I told y'all in the Tokyo Tony and Jaguar situation, you know, I remember one time going to a high school. I'm just trying to paint a picture for y'all. And when I first transferred to this high school, it was a girl there, I'm gonna say her name. She y'all know I don't drop names in none of my story times. Long story short, let's just say she was known for being a firecracker, right? So when I came there, you know, some of the people going back to my old high school, a lot of their cousins went to that school, right? So it wasn't no secret that I didn't take no shit either. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of the times when you have two alpha females, sometimes people can already see that it's gonna be a problem. Kind of like Cash and Naj from the academy. Sometimes when you have two alpha females, sometimes it's not really good to occupy the same space because at some point it's gonna be some friction because somebody like that's like in a relationship. Opposites usually attract. Somebody gotta know when to calm down and somebody gotta know when to take the back seat. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you what it was. The Druggy and Doodle Brown, they both have alpha female tendencies. But Druggy, she a little more laid back with hers, but you can still tell it's there. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of the times, it's kind of like that old saying goes, it's much easier being my friend than my enemy. So when you look at them two, it was bound to happen, but it's kind of like with Taniki mouth at first, you would think that she really could throw them hands. You would think that she really was like that. But it's kind of like the old saying goes, sometimes the loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room. Just nobody really may not know. You see what I'm saying? Until it's time for that moment to come. As we could see, she really won't about that shit she taught. You see what I'm saying? So, boom. So now we got Wes and Doodle Brown, right? Okay, Wes, for her to be so little, she was giving her that work. I mean, she ain't whoop her ass, but she definitely got the best of her, okay? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think 10 is a wannabe, but when Wes was popping her ass, I was glad that 10 got some licks in. Not many, not much of any, but she still did something better than, sitting crisscross applesauce on the ground with shitting on herself. Like, she got some licks in, but for Wes to be so small, she definitely ran circles around your ass, okay? So that's that. I did not expect Wes to really, low-key, she was handling her. Low-key, she was handling her dolo. And for a second, you could see that security was letting them fight. It started off kind of weak. It did. But it was, I mean, they both got some cute little pops in. It wasn't much of nothing, but it was something, right? Now, Wes, I'm going to tell you, I don't like you. I don't like you. And if I was in that house, which I would never be on a TV show like this, not to talk down on it, but it's just not something I would do. But I'm going to tell you right now, if I was in that house, I would look out for you. Because you are the type of female that when you fall out with your friends, you tell all their business. Now, I paused the TV show to come back and get my, my feedback. I did not know. Remember, I had just gave y'all opinion on, my opinion on how 10 need to stop getting her ass whooped. We don't need any more Queen D's. We don't need that right now, okay? We have enough Queen D's in the world, all right? Now, here's the thing. I did not know that 10 didn't even have custody of her daughter. No wonder she's not worried about it, okay? You are the type of female that all females should be leery of. You are the type of female that a lot of us, that's the reason why a lot of us say we don't have female friends. You are a good example of that because Soon you fall out with your friends, you tell all their business. This is why I have one good Judy. And for the most part, I don't she's not my diary. Not to say she wouldn't do no mess like this, but you are a good example of why it's not good to make people your diary, because soon you got mad. Y'all weren't even mad that long. You came on national television. Well, not really national, but it's an app. This show is going to be up here until they get ready to take it off. Even when it's not filming, I'm pretty sure they're not going to take it off because there's still viewership. Soon as you got mad, you didn't waste no time telling this girl business. If I was in the house, I would be very leery of you, because you're the type of female that soon you fall out with all your friends, you tell all their business. And as we all know, those are the worst type of friends, okay? I was mad when 10 threw that kick and she didn't land. I was hoping that kick landed so bad. Because if she had landed and it had hit that girl right in her nose, I would have been so happy, because that's one fight I really wanted 10 to win. More so than the druggie, because she was provoking that girl. But I really wanted 10 to win this fight because I didn't like how old girl was giving it up, and it was given that you been wanting to fight her. You just didn't know if she could fight. So it was much easier to be her friend, to be her enemy. And now that you see she not working with nothing, the first chance you got to come at her, you took it. Because you ain't like her ass like that, no way. Either that or you had a crush on her and you was really hurt that she didn't speak to you. Now, I don't know, if Tia was trying to be funny when she didn't speak to her, because I've been told I'm good for not speaking to folks. I've been told that often, whites, blacks, young, old. I've had people tell me that often. So I'm not going to say it just because people say you don't speak to them, they like you or like that. I'm not going to, some people just, I'm not even going to say it's a matter of manners. It's a matter of, because a lot of y'all do shit. They don't show that y'all have manners. So mix me with the bullshit. Anyways, other than that, yeah, 10, I wanted you to win this, and I want y'all to, put on y'all gloves or, boxing gloves or whatever you call them things. And matter of fact, fuck the boxing gloves. I want y'all to square up once again. 10, it's given that you big for no reason, because you not really, low key, for a second, I thought she was about to flip you on your shit, because she was handling you. To be a little bitch, little girl, she was for a second. In the beginning, it started off kind of weak. But y'all, she was popping your ass. She was popping your ass, and that's 2 L's. That's 2 L's, baby. And you can't even say I got jumped. You can't even say that. At least if you get jumped, you can say, okay, I was outnumbered. You getting your ass whooped. You got your ass whooped by the tall girl. You get your ass whooped by the little bitch. Like, come on now. It's enough. It's enough. It's time for you to either hang your gloves up or be the pretty girl off to the side, or get these bitches back, because enough is enough. I'm tired of seeing you get your ass whooped. I'm tired of this shit, okay? I don't like West. I don't like her. She's a follower. I feel like she only bucking on Tennessee because she feel like, everybody else doing it, and that's the thing to do right now. I feel like, I'm not saying y'all supposed to be up under each other all the time, but if y'all came in the house together, for the most part, you can't tell me that you was that mad because that girl didn't speak to you. I just think that's some bitch ass shit. It's coming across as you doing it because everybody else doing it. And it's just whack to me. It's really whack to me. Other than that, then you talking about something that's a $600 wig. Girl, shut the fuck up. You don't even look like you worth $600. Be for real. Like, girl, I don't see it for West at all. Now, she ain't do her big one, but she got the best of her. But at the same token, and see, the thing is, who was that girl that came and got her bag? I know damn well that won't West bag. Did she say get my fucking bag, or was that and the way you just y'all see this shit? This the wig she said cost $600. You need to stop lying. You're a fucking liar. That wig don't. Man, look, that wig look like it cost no more than about $50, $60 at best. And I'm being generous. with that, okay? I don't know why y'all think just because even if you did pay that much money for that wig, you need to go get your money back, okay? You did not pay no $600 for that wig, bitch. Stop lying, okay? And that bag, when y'all driving, that bag she got, I saw people say, well, that's a cute bag. Girl, they sell those on AliExpress. All you got to do, you get the fabric just like it, and you can get them to, you tell them what you want on it. The letters, like, the little letters, and you can just type in Kristen Dior and get it $50.99, okay? Ask me how I know. I got one, okay? And people never know the difference, okay? You ain't fooling me, bitch. I can see you for your works, all right? And other than that, girl, look, that wig, you got it off Amazon. I give you, I say maybe Temu, AliExpress, Amazon. You ain't pay no $600 for that. And I wouldn't be surprised if you got it from Love Me Hair, because let's be honest, Love Me Hair, some of their stuff is alright, but a lot of their stuff is hit or miss. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I have gotten some of my best wigs off of Ali Pearl Hair, if we really want to be honest now, okay? So I've had to send 2 wigs back to Love Me Hair, if we were gonna really be honest here. So, miss me with the bullshit talking about, hell, I seen time I bought a wig off Love Me Hair for $300, and that shit won't worth a damn, okay? And I have caught a sale at Ali Pearl for 2, how much was it? It was like 200, maybe like 180, but with shipping and stuff, it was like 200. And when I tell you, I got so many compliments off that wig. Like, she was bomb. She was bomb. I didn't know she was going to give what she gave. Okay? So, other than that, girl, I don't like Wes. I don't like her. Okay, and this scene right here, 10. If what you're saying is true, Jessica telling your business. And I wouldn't put it past her, because, okay, you say kids are off limits, but you are still the type of person that fall out with people and tell their business. Because I feel like this, even if Jocelyn, yes, I did bring up Love and Hip Hop, even if Jocelyn did go down on you, just because you mad at her, that don't mean put her business out there, especially if you knew at the time she was in a relationship. Regardless if they had an open relationship or whatever her and Stevie had going on, that don't mean blast her about, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, once upon a time, I let a person go down on me a couple of times. And at that time, nobody knew, because we was cool, but nobody knew that I would let this person do that to me sometimes. So I'm at my night job. I don't want them to hear my conversation. So, even when we would have words, and I couldn't stand her girlfriend. I couldn't stand her because she would always, try to be funny, and so she was one of the people that had a real slick mouth. So, but long story short, when I was working somewhere a while ago, I almost said the place, that's why I had to say somewhere. Long story short, her girlfriend used to pick. She used to pick a lot, right? She had a real smart mouth, right? So long story short, she didn't know that I knew this person, because me and this person was cool, and sometimes I would, go over her house, and she would, go down on me, and I would never do her, but I would, let her do that. So one time we got into it, and she said, I get my girlfriend to do her ass dirty, like, that mean, like, you gonna get them to fight them. And I knew the whole time who the girlfriend was, because I knew, you know what I'm saying, more of the story. In that moment, if I wanted to be vicious, I could say, oh, well, not gonna happen, she used to da-da-da-da, So out of my loyalty towards this person, which we weren't close like we used to be, I never brought it up, because why? That's nobody's business. So more of the story, I wouldn't put it past Dime to have did that, because you have been known to, tell people business when you get mad, just like you did Jocelyn. When you soon you got mad, we used to be close. She even went down on the fountain of dime. Like, that won't nobody business what she did. If that's something, even if y'all not close anymore, how you know what I'm saying? That was, so anyway, I wouldn't put it past her to tell that girl business, because you have been known to tell people business. Anyway, nonetheless, I heard 10 when she said that, and you did that too. You set that up. And she said, how? And she said, because you the only person I told that. And for a second, if you was listening, just had pause for like a second or two. So if you ever want to know how something got out, if you know you only told one person, as we all know, that means that person the one that ran their mouth. You see what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I wanted to put it past Jess, because as we all know, sometimes producers have to do what they have to do to get ratings. And did y'all hear old girl West when she said somebody told her to do that or something she was saying? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they say, hey, we want you to come at 10, da. So I wouldn't be surprised at all. As you could probably tell on this particular episode, I'm kind of on 10 side just a little bit, because I feel like they playing in her face. But 10, you got to keep in mind, a lot of people not gonna feel bad for you, because when you first came in the house, you can't own a little strong. You can't own like like you was with the smoke. You was one of the loud ones, and a lot of the times, people will make an example out of you when you think you the shit. That's just sometimes how the cards shuffle, and it's seeming like, to me, the girls are low-key starting to try you one by one. Sad but true.